real quick too, I noticed that, Angelo, you have your Johnny Cardenas T-shirt, a mutual friend of ours who unfortunately is no longer here. That was a huge kind of shock to me personally, because I literally saw him like 4 months beforehand. That was probably the last time I got to see him, which was last year. Sorry, last year.
Mm-hmm.
And the last, so my story is, and I want to get your story of when, like, the kind of, your favorite kind of memory with Johnny and whatnot. And one of mine was the last time I saw him, and it was for Diego's of MX Machine. He was doing the Hood's Got Talent, where in Angelo, you were a part of this too, where you played like two.
Can I interrupt you again? I'm sorry, I like to interrupt a lot. All the fucking cool bands got to play day 2. Okay, that's all I'm going to say. All the fucking cool bands got to record fucking day 2. All right. Other than that, yeah, continue on.
No comment on that. But what I was going to say is we recorded on day 2, and yes, I believe that like it was so cool too, because it was kind of right when, in the middle of the pandemic. I hadn't seen a lot of people, and Johnny was there. Just randomly, he was just hanging out. He wanted to check out some of the bands and just hang like old times. And he watched basically what it was is the Hood's Got Talent. You played 2 songs, either 2 or 3 times, that you played it a couple times, whatever. They would pick that kind of the tightest one. And that's what the video was that was released and whatnot. And so Johnny was there. I was like, "Hey, what's going on, man?" He was just telling me that like he was going through some health stuff, and it was so good to see him. And so we played, and then after we all just kind of hung out, and that was some of my favorite times, going to Grill 'Em All with him. So and whatnot. And I'm just curious for you, Angelo. Can you give me like one of your favorite memories with Johnny, and just like help me kind of document him and cement his legacy in something?
So, I met Johnny, and I'm not sure exactly when it was, but it was shortly after I joined Anger's Art. So, that was 2006 or so. When did I play Seattle?
Like 2009.
Okay, so it must have been about 2000. It was right after I left Heretic or Hyrax. So, that was right about the time that I met him, because I didn't really know that whole group of people up in that area, and Steve and at the time Dave Chedrick, our drummer, who played guitar, William Restrom would play guitar, and so those, and Steve Gaines obviously introduced me to a lot of really cool people. Johnny just happened to be one of them. And it was at one of our local gigs. In fact, his band might have even played. I'm not even sure. But I just know that I met him, and he was like a super cool dude. You don't exchange phone numbers anymore. You say, hey, what's your social media? So I got his Johnny's Guitar Garage thing and followed him on it all the time. Loved his fucking quotes. Loved his hey motherfuckers. It was a Metal Monday. It was a sexy Sunday. Yeah, he had all these fucking cool things, dude. I loved fucking following him. Anyway, the guy who does the work on my guitar, he was like super backed up, and I needed some work done. And I'm like, fuck. I go, who can I get? Somebody. So I posted on Facebook, hey, anybody local LA, know a good guy for some guitar work, and a bunch of people, dude, Johnny Cardenas. I'm like, oh, fuck, Johnny Cardenas. Yeah, I follow this dude. Mm-hmm. I called him up and said, dude, I told him what I wanted to do. Fuck, dude, he hooked it up, man. It's right
in the back down there.
There, it's right there. Anyway. He did a fantastic job. He rewired it, put new saddle, new electronics, new everything, and this thing fucking purrs like a bulldozer, man. And I just you know, dropping the guitar off. You don't just drop the guitar off. You sit there for 2 hours and you just talk. You know, he's was just had so much fucking music knowledge in his head. He was and a staple in the LA music, in the LA thrash, music family. I guess there really isn't a scene anymore. I guess we have to call it a family because, same with you, Tanner. I mean, you're part of that family, and we have occasional gigs in warehouses and dumpy clubs and stuff. It's what we have to do these days. But you know what? It's, we fight on and we forge forward. And Johnny was just that dude. Johnny was just that guy. He fucking was a big supporter of the scene, was a great musician and a good friend to a lot of people, because I cannot tell you how many posts, that were on his page when he passed away. Even people who I didn't know he was that bad. I mean, I knew that he had some health issues, but that was one thing he didn't do was burden people with that because he was just spreading so much love and so much joy. So I don't have one particular memory. I just have a memory of him, and I hope he's missed by the metal community as much as he's missed, with our family.
Absolutely. Again, that was a big shock to wake up to that because I literally just thought I saw him like a couple months ago.
You did? Yeah, you probably did. So it happened quick. And like I say, he was super, super quiet about it.
And the best part that I loved about him, real quick, before we get off of here and whatnot, is that one of the first times I met him, just super welcoming. That's not really it. Like, not a lot of people do that, especially here in LA and whatnot. So it was just super kind of awesome that somebody was, welcoming to everybody. Mm-hmm. Especially somebody from Orange County, because
yeah, we let you guys in from now and again. So
yeah, exactly. But my point is, the first kind of moments that it was like we had known each other for years. He was that kind of person to me, and I'm sure he was like that to a lot of people. It was like the first time you met him, it was like hugs all around and just super cool. And then the next time we got to, hang out and whatnot, it was just all talking about music. And you're right, Angela, he was kind of like an encyclopedia, almost kind of like what me and you and John over here are of just music in general. So, a huge rest in peace to Johnny. And I wanted to play some sort of tribute to him.